Blumhouse Wolfman has been making waves as the latest revitalization of Universal's classic monster franchise, but it wasn't without its share of changes during production. Most notably, Ryan Gosling, initially cast as the lead, stepped away from the project despite being deeply involved as both star and producer. The decision to recast Gosling was driven by scheduling conflicts and industry-wide delays, but the result has left fans reflecting on whether the swap was ultimately a blessing in disguise. Blumhouse's take on classic monsters. Universal's attempt to reboot its iconic monster lineup started with a 2010 The Wolfman, starring Benicio del Toro, but it failed to resonate with audiences. Despite strong visual effects and makeup, the film's heavy reliance on CGI and a lackluster plot resulted in disappointing box office returns. Subsequent efforts, including Dracula Untold, 2014, and The Mummy, 2017, further cemented the franchise's struggles. Blumhouse brought fresh energy to these reboots, starting with the 2020 hit The Invisible Man, directed by Lee Hwanel. This success set the stage for a revamped Wolfman, helmed by Hwanel, with plans to modernize the story while leaning into Blumhouse's penchant for creative, practical effects-driven horror. Why Ryan Gosling stepped down. Initially, Gosling was both a driving force and leading man for Wolfman, set to play Blake Lovell, a character undergoing a horrifying werewolf transformation. His involvement was significant, with the actor even attached as a producer. However, industry-wide delays stemming from the 2023 Hollywood writers and actors strikes pushed back the film's production schedule. These delays clashed with Gosling's commitments to other high-profile projects, including Project Hail Mary and his rumored involvement in Star Wars and the Gray Man sequels. The combination of these scheduling conflicts ultimately led Gosling to step away from the lead role, though he retained his producer credit and continued contributing creatively behind the scenes. Director Lee Hwanel reassured fans that Gosling's vision heavily influenced the final film, saying, "The movie audiences see now would have been largely the same with or without Gosling in the role." Christopher Abbott. The right choice for Blake Lovell. Following Gosling's departure, Christopher Abbott was cast as the new protagonist, Blake Lovell. While Abbott lacks the household name status of Gosling, his performance has been widely praised for its nuanced and visceral approach to the role. Known for his standout work in It Comes at Night, Possessor, and the upcoming Poor Things, Abbott has proven his ability to bring complexity to intense, emotionally driven characters. Abbott's casting ultimately feels like a more natural fit for the genre. Wolfman thrives as a moody, atmospheric horror story, and Abbott's understated intensity complements the tone. While Gosling's star power might have brought additional attention to the film, Abbott's ability to fully immerse himself in the tortured, transformative role of Blake Lovell adds a unique authenticity that elevates the final product. Did Gosling's exit benefit Wolfman? Though many fans were disappointed to see Gosling step away, his departure allowed the production to refocus on crafting a film that didn't rely on an A-list name to succeed. This aligns with Blumhouse's philosophy of prioritizing strong narratives and practical effects over star-driven spectacles. Wolfman benefits from its grounded, character-driven approach, leaning into the raw horror elements that defined Universal's classic monsters. Ultimately, Gosling's absence turned out to be less detrimental than expected, giving Abbott a platform to shine and establishing him as a rising star. Meanwhile, Gosling's creative influence and executive production role ensured the film remained faithful to the vision he and Hwanel initially envisioned. What's next for Universal's monsters? With Wolfman following in the footsteps of The Invisible Man, Universal seems to have found a formula for reinvigorating its monster movies. Rather than relying on interconnected cinematic universes, the studio has embraced standalone stories with fresh creative spins. For fans of horror and classic monsters, Wolfman serves as a thrilling reminder that even Hollywood setbacks can pave the way for unexpected triumphs. With Christopher Abbott leading the charge, the film is a testament to the power of smart casting and resilient storytelling, ensuring the legend of the Wolfman continues to evolve for a new generation.